webcam. Yep, that's what we want. Yowza. What I was about to do.
I was doing everything right for my sleep and still felt exhausted. Bluetooth disconnected.
Wow, I'm so glad when I did that, a song wasn't playing. Boy, that would have got me a strike. Get these things and Simio. How is this? How is that? Clear that. Video. Okay. Perfect. I don't want to, am I too far? I gotta get over some. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta move over. Yes, that's more like it. I should have done that before I did that there. All right. I'm back. Applaud my corny ass. All right, so I want to jump in the driver's seat. Told you guys I'd be back. Pulled a Schwarzenegger on you guys. I'll be back, and I came back. I told y'all I was gonna be back. I was gonna be back to back, back up, back. All right, let's get this thing in here like that. Oh my. We always got something going on. We always putting something in the body. But I want to probably won't be here long tonight. I just want to hit you guys off as I said I would, and jump right into the driver's seat and talk about what our president did to Iran. And what our president did to Iran is what you're supposed to do. What the Democrats can do is take a lesson from our president. That lesson is, you go, if illegals was having it so bad in their country and they needed to come here, we got the manpower to go to their country and fix what's wrong. You don't got to send caravans to Mexico and tell them, come to our borders and make our president look bad, et cetera, et cetera. That would be the equivalent to Donald Trump calling Carnival Cruise saying, send me your best yachts. Send me your best yachts. Send them over to Iran. I want Carnival Cruise. Send the whole fleet of cruise ships on the American dollar. We'll bring them here, and we'll now put the economic weight of these individuals on the taxpayers of America. Nope. Our president said, hey, Lockheed Martin. Yes, Mr. President. How much is 2 Tomahawk missiles? Mr. President, we'll give you a 2-for-1 special. We heard how you get down. Oh, that's good. Hey, listen, the USS Reagan is going to be pulling up. They should be there now. Load up 2 of them and we'll send us the bill. Okay, Mr. President. And that's how that went down. You did not have to go to Iran and adopt 1 million Iranians. Just send a couple of Tomahawks. They'll get the message. Yeah, they'll get the message. So, who disagrees with me? Who disagrees? Who disagrees with me? Okay. I think what our president did is how a president's supposed to do. Now, I want to be clear about what I'm saying. I just had some tuna fish, and I take my tuna fish and I dump so much pepper and garlic in my tuna fish, it just opens up my sinuses. So that's why I'm blowing my nose. You guys forgive me for that, but I just had some tuna fish and crackers and just dumping them things down before I came on this live. And again, that stuff just opens up your sinuses. So again, what I believe is what our president did is because, let's be clear, a lot of people don't truly understand the job of a president. A lot of people are under the impression that the president of the United States is supposed to take $1 billion and go find 100,000 single moms and pay their rent for 1 quarter and waste $1 billion. What our president does is he understands economics. And because he understands economics, he understands that our dollar remains stronger when we help the world understand that we are a true power. The Democrats would have not done this. The Democrats' perspective and narrative is because they want to create a socialist society and they want to constantly make, as I stated earlier, they want to destroy our country, turn it into a socialist society. They don't want economic growth, so our country can go in the tank, and then they can say, well, come to us. We got a program to help you. But just remember, vote for us because the next guy going to come in here and remove this program. Our president showed just how you're supposed to be a president. You keep our country in good standing, both inside and out, and you create a beautiful platform for everybody in this United States to flourish. You don't create a platform for only people that are on welfare to make it. You don't take $1 billion of taxpayers' money and give it to 100,000 people that don't want to work. That's what Mandani is doing in New York City. I will never in a million years understand how could any idiot vote for a plan under the perspective of, I'll just tax the rich to give to the poor. As I stated before, that is some Robin Hood bullshit if I haven't heard it. That is some Robin Hood bullshit. I will never understand how could anybody, I will never understand how anybody could be happy. I won't. You can listen. I remember I was talking to my ex-girlfriend one time. Makes well over 100,000, more close to 200,000. And I told her, don't vote for your needs. You're okay. Vote for the needs of others. So when you hear one person saying, I want to make this country great, that means people that don't have can find a way to flourish. Don't vote for the people that are saying, I'll give you more programs. I'll give you more programs. You create citizens that have a program addiction. But of course, she's a woman of color. She said, nope, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris, et cetera, et cetera. Another story. So what happened is individuals will sit down there and think again that when the Democrats get up there and they start saying stupid shit like I'll tax the rich to give to the poor. So let me make sure I understand you. Again, I have 6 BMWs. 3 of them are here, 3 of them in storage. I rotate them. So if somebody's supposed to walk past my house, see that I have nice cars and say, well, he looks like he's doing well, I should be able to break in his house, take his shit, and give to the poor. Because obviously, if you see what I got and say it's nice, you don't have it, you're less than me. That's a viable solution? You would vote for that? You would vote for I'm going to tax the rich as if you're going to always have access to their wallets. Let me tell you something. I want to be clear. Rich got good accountants. They're not going to sit down there and make $1 billion and get taxed on $1 billion. That's not how it works. I'm a businessman. I don't do that shit. I'm not going to make $10,000 a month, let's just say, and you tax me on $10,000 a month. I got a damn good accountant. He's actually a female. My accountant is going to see to it that I don't get taxed on $10,000 a month. So what makes a mayor thinks that this guy became a billionaire and you're going to tax him? Why do y'all vote for this shit? Why do y'all vote for a Democrat saying I'm going to take from the rich and give to the poor? And then when the rich leave, now the working class gets the bill. That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. But you fall for it. You fall for it. That's why New York City right now getting their bun holes handed to them. And I'm laughing. It's so funny. I think it's so funny. I do. I'm going to be clear. Let me go on record to say, and ain't that how they say it there? Let me go on record to say. And I want to be clear about something. I apologize in advance, but I am so glad New York City is getting their bun holes done. I'm so glad this guy, how in the capital hell, do you tell somebody, I'm going to give you free buses? And when you look at Mamdani talk, he just tells like he got that look like, just go ahead and listen to me if you want to. I mean, I look at this guy and the economic status is, my plan is to take from the rich 1% and give it to the poor. And then we're going to do that. That should help us to the fiscal year. No. How is your plan? You're going to tax the rich to give to the poor. Listen, if your perspective is to vote for somebody to say they're going to give you something, you should already know. And I'm going to say this, and then we'll move on. Get back on point. If you're at the ripe old age to vote, you're still falling for that, I'm going to give you, you should automatically know things ain't free. You guys keep voting for people with nice riddles. Vote for the people, billionaires. That's why when Mike Bloomberg was in office, New York was up. That's why we got a billionaire in office and the president, it's up. Stop voting for people that understand money. You guys vote for Alexandria Ortiz. She was a bartender. She has nothing and don't understand nothing when it comes to money. Therefore, when she gets in there and she sees that she can make hundreds of millions of dollars, this is why they so crazy and so loopy at doing y'all wrong. This is when they say, how could you take millions from American voters and give to illegals? Illegals got rights too. We should help them. They never said this when they was running for office. But they get in the office, and this is how they're going to stay in office. Understand that. Stop voting for people that's going to promise you shit. Because that twinkle you feel in your butthole is going to be the laughing stick. The laughing stick. It is amazing. It really is. It really is. So I'm going to go here with this. I'm going to say this. I am looking to move out of country. What is going to ultimately weigh where I move to is just how strong the American dollar is in said specific country. So I'll give you an example. We'll do the numbers right here. I'll ask Siri. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. How much is the American dollar compared to South Africa, Johannesburg? So let's listen to what I'm about to say. The exchange rate, wow, it went down. One of our dollars is 16 of their dollars, right? This is it right here. One of our dollar, 16 of their dollars, all right? Do some math for you. One of our dollar, 16 of their dollars, all right? One of our dollars, 16 of their dollars. One of our dollars, again, 16 of their dollars. So then you would ask Siri this. Hey, Siri, divide $1 million by 16. $62,500. So that means if you was to take $62,500 to Johannesburg, South Africa, you'll be a millionaire. That's what that means. Let's do Germany, where our dollar is not strong against the euro. All right, matter of fact, I think it's like 80 cents per dollar. So you actually lose. So, hey Siri, what is the American dollar compared in the exchange rate to the euro? Oh, come on. So check this out. It's 84 cents. 84 cents. Are you serious, man? Jesus Christ. It's 84 cents. So one of our dollar is 84 cents. So you're losing 16 cents on a dollar. If I was to say, you know what? Spain is looking real good right now and move to Spain, I would be at a loss. So you want to move to a country where you have a high dollar. Thailand is like 32. One of our dollars is like 32. Colombia, one of our dollars is like 30 of theirs. So you want to move to one of those countries where you can go there and take $1 and live like a king. If the Democrats would have been in office, people that live out of country would have been running back here in droves because our money wouldn't have been nothing. There was a coup going on. I don't know if that's the proper word to use, but European nations and all that was trying to get together to crash the American dollar. So now our dollar is not worth anything outside the US. So that means that thousands of people that live outside of this country would have been running back here because their Social Security don't mean nothing no more. This is why you need a president in office that understands the value of the United States, both in and out of country, both domestic and foreign. This is why I love our president, Donald J. Trump. That's why I love him. That's why I love the guy. And for individuals that don't understand money, you will never understand that. So what he did to Iran, all he did was put the fear and the wrath of God outside the U.S. Quit the U.S. if you want to. Come on, quit us. What did Thimbo say? Who's next? I crack myself up. I seen a posting, and they said Jasmine Crockett wants our president held to some type of thing. He didn't ask. Could he do this with Iran? He didn't ask. It is amazing for you people to keep voting for individuals that have absolutely nothing in place, nothing. Their whole perspective and narrative is Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. This is all they got. It really is amazing. It really is amazing. That's you again. Excuse me. I don't know what PF is. Looking to move to Romania, 1 to 3% corporate tax. Wow. Wow. Passive profits. I like what you're talking about. I'm gonna repeat what he's saying because that is something to know. And then I'm gonna tell you, what's the matter, little lady? What are you growling for? What are you growling for, little buddy? What are you growling for? Oh, wait a minute. I got the food on the stove. Hold on. Jeez Louise. Let's turn y'all food off. I don't want y'all food to burn. I don't want y'all to be like, yo, this stuff is crunchy and it's black. Things hurt my ears, man. They hurt my ears. Hurt my ears, man. Don't realize it till you got it on left and right. Okay. All right. Passive Prophet said, he says, look into Romania, 1 to 3% corporate tax. That's a good perspective, but check this out. When I leave the country, I'm getting out of here on a retirement visa. So I'm not going to another country to work. The reason why it'd be best for me, it'd be a good idea for me to apply for the retirement visa is for citizenship. That's number one. Number two, because he dropping some jewels. I'm gonna mention that in a second. I'm gonna just finish saying this. The reason why I would go for a retirement visa is so I can hurry up and start the clock on my citizenship. That's number one. Number two, all of the businesses a lot of my businesses is done over the internet. So I wouldn't have to go to the country and work on the country. A lot of countries, not the ones that I go to. I know in Thailand you can go and open up a business, but I'm pretty cool with what I got set up here. I can do most of my business is done over the internet, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty cool with that. I agree. 28 retirement visa, going to work either. I sold my company a couple of years back, and now I have my own investment down night. Wow, look at that. Good stuff, brother. Wow, that's good stuff. I love it when a person has a plan. Got to have a plan beyond our soil, anyway. All right. So again, the average person that you talk to, the average person that you listen to, they can't juggle two perspectives and two narratives of our president at once. They don't know that our president's job is to see to it that this country is strong. Terrorists make our dollars go up. You will listen to Democrats, and the Democrats will have you thinking that, oh no, tariffs is this, tariffs is that. No. When other countries know that to bring items here into the U.S., our money goes up. It means, because I want to be clear about something. President Barack Obama signed off on NAFTA. That destroyed America's money. NAFTA, the North America Free Trade. Keywords, free trade. That means you can bring your stuff in here. It's free trade. And when we want to take our stuff to your country, you can tax and put tariffs on all our stuff. We're not going to do nothing. No, you can just bring your stuff here. No. Oh, you know what? Volvo, go ahead and get outside of America. Toyota, oh man, Shut that Alabama plant down. We trying to pay a lot of money. Yeah, go ahead and lay off 6,000 Americans. What? Volkswagen? You want to go back to Schlumberg? Oh, you want to go back to Schlumberg? No, close that plant down in North Carolina. For 7,000 people out of work. No, shut that plant down. Go back to Schlumberg and just ship the cars over, and we'll pay the tax and this and all that. Free trade. Individual, to me, it's amazing. It is amazing times a million how people don't like. Listen, I think you should have a license. I think you should need a license to vote. I do, because if you voting for anybody that says, listen. That's why New York getting their bun holes done up nice. Boy, that Mondani is putting some extra glaze on those New Yorkers' bun holes. Boy, they. I'm telling you. Hey, listen. Listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm telling you. New Yorkers are running around right now with sticky asshole. They're literally walking around with sticky asshole. What's sticky asshole? No, they walking around with sticky bunhole. Let's keep it a G. They walking around with sticky bunhole. They walking around with sticky bunhole, right? They getting done up nice. They done voted for the free whoop-de-whoop. They said that man got in the office. He said, I'll give y'all free. And then he said, oh, gotcha. and then here's what they do. This is why they say Mondani he was only in office for a month or 2 weeks, and then he introduced a get gotcha bill. So let me help you understand how Democrats roll. All right? Let me help you understand how Democrats roll. The way Democrats roll is they know they got 4 years. So the first week they get in the office, they say, I'm going to do your bunhole up nice. And then about a time 4 years later come, you'd have been on forgot all about that. They don't have a memory. Like Democrats don't want you to have memory credit. They want you to have a clean slate whenever time to remember something. Did you raise taxes? I don't remember. Last week I did a nice speech on how I'm gonna give you free stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna vote for you then. So you gotta notice, like I said, New Yorkers, boy, they coming down with a serious case of sticky bunhole. And sticky bunhole is when they put that glaze on your bunhole before they go in, because they're about to go in on New Yorkers. That Mondani, boy, he ain't playing. He said, no, I got 4. He said, I got 4 years with these bunholes. Oh, I got 8 million, what they say, 8 million stories in the Naked City. He said, I got 8 million bunholes, and I'm getting every one 10% property tax increase. You must be out of your damn mind. Really, it is just amazing how New York City, the debt the economy is not growing. Their GDP, nothing is growing. It is just amazing. Again, you individuals should need license to vote. It is just no way on this planet how that man should have gotten office. It's just no way. It's just no way. There's no way that. I don't care what nobody say. I cannot fathom how somebody got into office, got elected in 2025 under I will give you free, you'll get free. That man promised them free bus rides. Motherfuckers that had cars voted for this dude. That man said, I'll give y'all a free bus ride. Motherfuckers got cars that voted for this dude. Like, what'd you vote for him for? Because he said free. Listen, wars have been won by giving away free gifts. New York City is about to find out. Yeah, they're about to find out. Ain't nobody tell them? Yeah, all right, they're about to find out. 4723 said, facts. He said, yo, facts breaks backs. I just want to make sure everybody understand. When you speak about politics is a subject that requires And because politics involves so many things. This is what people don't understand. Politics don't involve. Politics just don't involve what the president said yesterday. It's understanding who's opposed to him, like the Democrats, and why are they opposed to him. It's about understanding when he says a bill, when he says he vetoed the bill, you understanding why a bill didn't get passed. You understanding that a bill is not, if he say the big beautiful bill, he may say he may campaign on 20 things, but there may be 1,000 things in a big beautiful bill. And I believe that people just don't know, they don't know the dynamics of politics. I believe that it's unfortunate that, especially Black people, Jesus Christ, especially Black people, Jesus Christ. Let me allow me to go in on Black people for a second, please. Allow me to go in on Black people. Let me be clear about something. I'm gonna be clear. I'm gonna make sure I'm standing stiff on what I'm saying. Make sure I'm heard and make sure I'm understood. Make sure I'm. Everybody have a seat. 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 Just relax. Just relax. When it comes to Black people voting, dumb doesn't describe it. There isn't a word in the Webster's dictionary, there isn't a word that exists that can explain how dumb Black people vote. It isn't. I just stated, when you understand politics, there's a bunch of things involved. You got to understand why a bill was passed, why it was rejected. Again, when a bill is written up, the bill may have 1,000 things in the bill, but the president may only campaign 20 of them. Black people don't understand this. Black people will sit down there and allow the Democrats to say, we'll give you free, let's go with Mondani. We'll give you free bus rides. Again, motherfuckers, they got cars voted for this shit. Fuck. We'll give you free bus rides. Free bus rides was on page 8. The bill is 114 pages. What do you think is on the other 113 pages? Allow me to use two words. You know what's on the other 113 pages? You know what? You know what it is? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah. Allow me. Your demise is. Yeah, your demise. Yeah, your demise. Black people, when it comes to voting, you will stick your head in a fucking noose because a Democrat said, just put your head in there. Let me see something. You will stick your head in a noose because the Democrat said, let me see something. A fish is smarter at us. Listen. It's harder to catch a fish on a hook. It's harder to catch a starving fish with a worm on a hook than to catch a Black person and their perspectives and narratives about voting. It is truly amazing. Do I dare say at 57 years old, I have never seen dumb on a bigger scale. You can say to a Black person, once you say racist, they, what do you mean? What do you mean he's racist? The word racist It is amazing the effect that it have on y'all dummies. Oh, fuck it. It is amazing. Amazing. It's amazing. You sat there and voted for Kamala Harris, a party that said, hey, sir, you know when your grandbaby says, Grandpa, I got to go to the bathroom. And then you tell her to go into the ladies' room. You know you ain't going in there with her. But you tell her to go into the ladies' room. Only to then 10 minutes later, she don't come out, but a man comes out and say, what up, bruh? You say, oh, yo, you doing in there with my grandbaby? Hey, man, the Democrats allowed it. It is truly amazing for them to stand on that and you vote for it. There is nothing else that you don't have to show me anything else but that right there. If you stand on that, you ain't no way in hell you get my vote. It's just no way. This is crazy. When black people vote, logic is nowhere in sight. When black people vote, dumb is flashing. Dumb. Black people don't understand a fucking thing about economics. You will sit there and believe that when a man say, I'm going to build a mall to create 700 new jobs. No, okay, let me back that up. You'll believe this. When a president can say, I'm going to take $10 million and build a new mall. That same fucking Democrat will say, I'm going to take $10 million and put it in the welfare program. The Democrat will get voted in. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. I've never seen anything more dumb than black people when it comes to voting. I've never seen nothing dumber. It's voting time than black women. I've never seen nothing more dumb. Let's be clear. I've never seen nothing more dumb. You can be well educated. I got into politics in 1996 when they wanted General Colin Powell, the black guy. They wanted him to run. That's when I got into politics. And what interested me in politics was when he said, I don't want to get into politics because they'll start talking and finding dirt on my family, and I don't want to put my family through it. I said, why would you say that? It's politics. This is not how it works. And then I got into politics in 1996, 30 years ago. And the only time the average black person understands politics is through a tweet. It is amazing. You cannot talk to a black person when it comes to politics past 45 seconds. You heard what I just said? Tell me when I'm wrong. You cannot talk to a black person when it comes to politics past 45 seconds. You will hit the racist barrier after the 46th second. It is amazing to talk to people that's so fucking dumb. It should be illegal to be that fucking dumb. Like I said, it's harder to catch. Fishes is smart enough to look at a worm on a hook than black people when it comes to voting. You see the intensity of what I'm talking about here? And I'm being very disrespectful right now. It is just amazing. I just told you, I got into politics 30 years ago in 1996 or 1995. I got into politics then and started understanding the dynamics of politics. If you was to ask a person, again, the bill is 114 pages. They only talking about something that's on page 8. They ain't thinking nothing about the other things. A black person would sit down there and vote for the noose clause is on page 91. Vote for free buses. This is just how they got the New Yorkers. Vote for free buses. Yeah, but the noose clause was on page 145. They ain't see that. They just said, okay, we got free buses? Okay. Raising taxes and everything just gonna make it's just amazing. It really is. It really is. I'm 57. I'm telling you here tonight on this March 1st, 2026, I've never seen anything more dumber on this planet than black people when it comes to their understanding of politics. Never. And the people that do know, we get challenged by motherfuckers that only know a tweet. And then after 46 seconds of you going back and forth, here come the racists. Yeah, but he racist. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm lightheaded. It's amazing. You're talking to them may be different. I'm talking about mine. And no offense, I have a very high intellect. So when people talk to me, they because of my intellect, because after all, I'm Nerd Solo, Snaps, Sir Nerd, Anonymous Prime Supreme. That's my name. All my life, I have people challenging me. They're coming at me, throwing up. I would be talking on a hum level. They throwing a kitchen sink at me. I'm talking to them on a hum level. They bullhorning me and shit. Yeah, I got to try to sound smarter than me. You ain't smarter than me. You ain't smarter than me. You're not. Stop. You're smarter than me. You wouldn't think about sex the way you do. If you were smarter than me, you would think more highly of yourself. I was talking to number two. I was talking to the number two this evening. And that man said something that fucked me up. He said, your body is a universe. He said, all the living organisms in your body is a universe. I said, young man, 24-year-old kid. I ain't never heard no like that before. But that's when you're talking to greatness. I got to talk to dummies that after 46 seconds, I got to hear, oh, I'm all out of talking points because I don't know what they said after that tweet. But he racist. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going through something. Just bear with me for a second. It's that serious because it is that serious. Huh? It's that serious because it is that serious. People, I'm not smart at everything. So when I'm talking to somebody, I want to be clear about this. I'm not smart at everything. So if I'm talking to you and you know more about it than me, I'm going to tell you I don't know. I was talking to a 24-year-old kid this evening, 10 minutes before I started this live stream tonight, March 1st. A little after 8 p.m. I was talking to a 24-year-old kid, right? I am 33 years older than him. 33 years older. He asked me, do you know what this is? I said, no, quickly. I don't sit down there and guess and play tag words. Oh, do you know what that is? Yeah. And then he started talking and then I connect the dots. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. No, I instantly said, when he said, you know what that is? I said, no. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's what I told him. No. You know what that is? No. You don't talk to people like that. Every time I talk to somebody, they have no idea what I'm talking about, but they'll sit down there and be like, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that. No, you don't. No, you don't. It is truly amazing. This is how it's been all of my life. This is why when I talk politics, all the moving parts when it comes to politics, you talk to somebody that know only one part, and that is what somebody tweeted in it. That's it. That's all they know is what somebody tweeted. And then again, after 45 seconds, after the 46 seconds, yeah, but he racist. If let me be clear about something. Put a cap on it. if you constantly have to keep mentioning racism in 2026, you obviously you're a fucking failure in life. If really you're a failure, you're a failure. And I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna get on out of here. DEI, when you sit back and you look at DEI, how many times this is what black women don't want to come to the conclusion. You were hired for a tax write-off, not your skill. Oh gosh, you was hired for a tax write-off. Let me help you understand, dummies. Anybody that went to the VA over the last 10 years, you'll be able to co-sign what I'm about to say. You used to go to the VA, and you go to, let's say, the yellow wing. And you go to the yellow wing, and you would have to go sign in. You go there and say, you're Smith 1855. Okay, Smith 1855. Okay, got you checked in. Thank you. Now, when you go to the VA, well, it's that layoff really helped. Now, you would go to the VA and you would stand there now for fucking 15 minutes while you would sit there and listen to 6 black chicks behind a fucking desk talking about how they like sucking nut. How they like sucking nut. And you're standing there. And the nonsense that they're talking about is so more important. And then they just turn around and they don't say, "Can I help you?" You can't get these black chicks to say, "Can I help you?" They just, yeah. You're hurting them by coming to the VA. Why? Because somebody in the VA at that VA location said, the more women I get, the more tax incentives I can get at this VA. That's why you idiots were hired. It had nothing to do with your skills. It had nothing to do with you creatures being more educated. Oh, because the positions that you had, what was you bringing to the table as far as the improvement of the operation? Because I want to be clear about something. I want to be clear about something. And I mean crystal clear, in case you don't realize this. All right? I want to be clear about something in case you don't get it. Because obviously you don't get it. If you think your employment was so important, go to a mirror in your house, and do your job in the mirror. And this is what you would simply say. You would go to a mirror and say, "Welcome to the VA. Can I help you?" Yeah, a robot can do that shit, bitch. Good night, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.